Now,
check
if
this
you're a man and you
out.
say you're transgender,
Okay.
that means you feel like you are a man a man in a woman's
Body or consciousness
I
or whatever.
explain this so terribly.
Yeah,
I think we all get it, okay?
Yeah.
So this guy is saying he's transracial. He was born white, but says he feels Filipino.
Come on. See, I don't understand this. I mean, if you...
But what's the difference from transracial and transgender?
Who I knew casually. He went over to Japan in college. Never came back. He has a family now. He has a Japanese wife. He totally immersed himself in the Japanese culture. Great. I get it. That's... but when you say... See, it's one thing to say, I like certain, whatever you want to call it, I prefer to live around Dutch people, or I prefer to live around, people of Colombia.
These guys know nothing of what they're talking about. This is KTAR,
because you feel like you have a right to say, well, I feel like that, so I should mark down on forms, I'm Filipino. That I have a real problem with.
Yeah, I know
that
we
you have a problem
become...
You have no problem with somebody marking the wrong gender.
With the transgender community.
Right.
I mean, we had a few people who are transgender that won elections last week.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, all right. So, do I understand how a man feels he's trapped in a woman's body? No, of course not. I don't understand that.
Because it makes no sense.
Do I understand how Bruce Jenner grew up, a man, was a man's man, was an athlete, a runner? I mean, this guy would... And now he's a woman?
Because it
Do I
makes
understand
no
that?
sense.
No, I don't. But from them saying, from a young age, I always knew. From a young age, I always felt like I was a woman trapped in a man's body.
That makes no sense.
I accept that. You know what I mean? I accept it. I guess that's a possibility, yeah.
And there's a psychology behind it, and if you want to go through the process of changing it, you can biologically change your sex. We get that. How do you biologically change your race?
If you are a man
you can
and you want to become a woman and you go through all the surgeries, well, you really want to become a woman.
And you can.
And you can, and you really want to have to do that.
But you can't change your genetic, like my wife and I, we did the Ancestry.com. You spit into a little container, you send it off, right?
Yeah. My brother did that.
Yeah. Surprisingly, I'm just Irish, Scotch, European, no big deal.
You didn't get a shocking discovery.
Absolutely.
Okay.
My wife got somewhat of a shocking discovery that she has Native American in her bloodline, but she's paler than I am. Okay. But that's scientifically DNA proven.
Right.
If my wife said, I love Chinese food, I feel, but I want to be Chinese, there's no process you can do that.
The other thing I don't get is there are states around the country that, if you want to go get a driver's license or something, well, check the box. Man, woman, or other. No, you pick one of them. You pick one of the two. There is no other. I'm not going there. You're either a man or a woman. Decide which one you want to be. This guy wants to be Filipino.
Don't piss off the gender fluence.
I know. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be around Filipinos or live in the Philippines or,
of course not.
Or like, Filipino food, but if you start checking on those boxes, minority, instead of Caucasian, Filipino, and you start getting grants, you start getting money.
No.
That's where I draw the line.
You got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, mine is you're either a man or a woman.
Right?
Everyone can figure that out. Check the box. There is no other. There's no third. What is the other one? We've got Mr., we've got Mrs., and we've got Mix.
Is that MX?
MX.
MX?
No. I'm not buying that. And if you're white...
I guess you're undecided. I guess on Facebook it'd be complicated.
You don't get to be undecided.
Or you're in a relationship, it's complicated.
And if you're white, you can't say I identify more with the Filipinos. You can't. You're not transracial. Come on. Come on.
Did this guy actually do an interview?
What's the real difference from transracial and transgender? Either way, it's somebody trying to pass themselves off as something that they're not. You can aesthetically change your gender. You can cut off a penis. You can change it with a vagina. But you can never change the DNA that makes you. Okay? That's first off. But the thing that gets me is that they want to allow one thing but not the other. You've already opened the floodgates. If you allow the transgenders, you have to